I just want to share the story of my absurd marriage. It's so outrageous that I still have a hard time believing that this actually happened to me. This post is a bit long, but I already condensed it as much as I could. I can probably write a book on this if I wanted to. Note, this is a 100 true story. It is not fiction and definitely not AI generated. Happy to provide evidence to the moderators if needed. My ex-wife and I were married for almost 9 years, but we only lived together for about 5 years. She didn't live with me because she was studying for PhD and busy looking for employment. In November 2022, she abruptly wanted a divorce and asked for half of my assets and spousal support. In April 2023, I accidentally found a Chick-fil-A cup in my garage with the name of a man that I never heard of. After several months of investigation, I found out that the man is her boyfriend from when they were in China, and they have been living together whenever the wife was not with me in multiple cities across the United States. Almost everything this woman ever told me were lies. In addition, both the woman and the man are incredibly strange and secretive. A lot of what they did is beyond my imagination and comprehension. Who are they? What are they doing in the United States? I got dragged into a legal battle with this person that I hardly knew, and it took a tremendous toll on me, mentally, physically, and financially. Background. The two of them and I were born in the same city in China, but I never met them when I was in China. I came to the United States with my parents when I was in grade school, and I have lived in California since. I currently work in the tech industry in Silicon Valley. The woman used to work for a consulting firm in Shanghai. She came to the United States in 2012 to study for a PhD in the East Coast. We met online shortly after she came to the US, were in a long-distance relationship for more than a year, and got married in January 2014. Up until the end of 2024, she never had a full-time job in the United States. The man and the woman were high school classmates. He used to work for the Chinese Navy and then a tech company in Shanghai. He came to the United States in 2015 to study for a PhD in Virginia. He later worked for a semiconductor company in Silicon Valley. For the remainder of this post, I will refer to the woman as Paris and the man as Sharik. Disclaimer: Paris and Sharik are not their real names. The marriage. Before we were married, Paris told me multiple times she planned to drop out of the PhD program after completing the master's requirements and then move to California in summer 2014 and look for a job. Shortly after we were married, Paris told me she was making very good progress in her PhD and it would be a shame to drop out. She said she wanted to complete the degree and she could probably finish in less than 4 years. What she said made sense, and I wanted to be a supportive husband, so I agreed. Around the same time, she also told me she found a summer internship at Baidu in Shanghai, so she can spend summer 2014 with me in California. In summer 2015, Paris again went to intern at Baidu in Shanghai. After returning, she confirmed that the upcoming school year will be her final year, and that she will come to California as soon as she graduates. Summer 2016 came around and Paris had not graduated, but she said she's almost done. It is very common for PhDs to take more than 4 years, so I didn't suspect anything. She told me she didn't lease an apartment for the upcoming school year because she will be graduating soon. Instead, she lived in the living room of a friend's apartment. From that point forward, she always told me she would graduate in a couple months whenever the topic came up. It's pretty common for PhDs to be delayed, so I still didn't suspect anything. During this time, Paris no longer allowed me to visit her on the East Coast because she's living in her friend's living room, so it's inappropriate and inconvenient for me to stay here. She did, however, come visit me in California several times during this period, but some of those trips were also for her USCIS appointments. In April 2018, Paris finally moved to California. She still hasn't graduated, but she said her advisor allowed her to work on her dissertation in California. For the remainder of 2018, she went to the East Coast several times to meet with her advisor and was away for 2 to 3 weeks each time. In November 2018, Paris said she will go to the East Coast one last time for her defense. I wanted to attend her defense, but she won't let me because that will put too much pressure on her. After she graduated in December, she went vacationing in Miami with friends. I was pretty upset about this because I already planned a family vacation during Christmas, which had to be canceled.